Hi, my name is Grady, and my project is titled Laughing When Uncomfortable, a novel method to induce nervous laughter. In his seminal study on obedience, Milgram indicated that approximately 35% of participants subtly laughed when told to deliver an extreme shock to another individual. Most research has been done on traditional humorous laughter, which is different than this non-traditional or nervous laughter that was identified by Milgram. Theories regarding traditional humorous laughter may extend at least in part to nervous laughter. For example, Ramachandran theorized that non-traditional laughter serves to relieve tension after a buildup of stress. And humor has been conceptualized as a defense mechanism, and individuals may consciously or unconsciously couple laughter with humor to make themselves feel better. Unlike with traditional laughter, there is no methodology that has reliably elicited nervous laughter, or any theories that are exclusively about nervous laughter. But if laughter can be elicited consistently, then researchers can begin to understand why people do engage in this behavior. Based on theories of traditional laughter, the current research was designed to test if nervous laughter can be elicited and experimentally manipulated. With this new approach, participants experienced frustration and lack of control. Next, an authority figure made an unexpected, rudimentary error that led to confusion and surprise. Building off of this approach, it was hypothesized that participants experiencing higher levels of frustration preceding an awkward social interaction will laugh the most often. Additionally, participants who are engaged in a less socially awkward interaction with a person of authority will laugh to a lesser extent regardless of the preceding levels of frustration. A total of 52 participants were recruited from the Western Illinois University Psychology Department. See the table for demographic information. Each participant was exposed to 2 modified magic square puzzles, and for some of the participants, they received 2 iterations of the same puzzle. 2 types of puzzles were used in this experiment, one solvable and the other unsolvable. The unsolvable puzzles have a number placed that make it impossible to solve correctly. See Figure 1. Participants were given the first puzzle that they were randomly assigned to, and the researcher asked them to attempt to solve it. After approximately 5 minutes, the researcher informed the participant that they were accidentally sent the wrong puzzle, and the researcher sent them a link to a new puzzle. The social interaction regarding this unexpected error was hypothesized to elicit the nervous laughter. The participant then had 5 more minutes to work on the second puzzle to try and minimize any additional frustration. All experimental sessions were conducted via Zoom, and the entire session was recorded. After all of the data collection sessions were completed, 4 independent raters watched the videos and took note of when participants engaged in nervous laughter. 3 of the raters were blind to the experimental groups. 1 rater, the primary researcher, was not blind. Raters coded the presence or absence of participant laughter, and the agreement rates were in the upper 80%. After inter-rater reliability was estimated, all raters re-watched and discussed the videos until they came to a consensus about the presence or absence of laughter. Overall rate of nervous laughter was 32% across all groups combined. As can be seen in Figure 2, there were differing rates of laughter across the experimental groups, but these differences were not significant. Additionally, the pattern of these differences was not as hypothesized. A variety of individual differences were assessed following the experimental manipulation, which included social anxiety, reactions to authority, and trait levels of humor. The only significant relationship that was found was that individuals who engaged in nervous laughter had significantly higher levels of trait humor than those who did not engage in nervous laughter. The significant relationship is highlighted in the table below. All other relationships were non-significant, as can be seen in the table below as well. The Social Interaction Anxiety Scale, which was used to assess participants' level of social anxiety, provides 2 cutoffs. The first cutoff is that a score of 34 and above is suggestive of social phobia. The second cutoff is that a score of 43 and above is suggestive of social anxiety. When participants' scores were split into the 3 categories using the cutoffs, it was found that 14 of the 17 participants who engaged in nervous laughter had no diagnosable level of social phobia or social anxiety. This was a significant relationship, as can be seen in the table below. When looking at the experimental manipulation after analysis, the puzzle manipulation that was intended to manipulate frustration did not work as expected. Only 4 participants were able to successfully solve the puzzle. Overall rates of laughter closely resemble the findings of Milgram's experiment. It was also found that 59% of instances of nervous laughter were accompanied with some sort of self-deprecating comment. With refinement of the experimental manipulation and more experimentation, this methodology could reliably elicit nervous laughter and allow for more investigation to occur as to why individuals engage in nervous laughter and who is most likely to do so.